Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the mysteries of corporate filings. And today we're diving into Elite Express Holding Incorporated's latest report. And let's just say there is a bit of a shake-up happening behind the scenes that you'll definitely want to know about. Are you ready to see who is leaving and who is joining the driver's seat at this transportation company? And more importantly, what it might mean for their future? Before we get into the nitty-gritty, if you are new here and love getting straight to the point insights from these sometimes dry corporate documents, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And for those who want to chat more about these filings and connect with other finance enthusiasts, we've got a Discord community linked in the description below, so join us. Alright, so this document is a Form 8K, which usually means something pretty significant just happened at Elite Express Holding Incorporated. Think of it as a company announcing urgent news that investors need to know right away. It is not a regular financial report like a quarterly or annual one, but more like a press release filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission. The big news starts with a change in who is auditing their books. The company's board of directors, along with their audit committee, decided to part ways with their accounting firm, Golden Eagle CPAs LLC. This decision was made on the 25th of November 2025, and it is effective as of the 30th of November 2025. So, almost immediately, they're bringing in a new set of eyes. The new accounting firm stepping in is Audit Alliance LLP. They'll be responsible for checking out the company's finances for the fiscal year ending the 30th of November 2025. Now, when a company changes its auditor, especially so close to the end of a fiscal year, it can sometimes raise questions. However, the report clarifies that up until this point, there haven't been any major disagreements with Endu Golden Eagle on accounting principles, financial reporting, or auditing procedures. That is a good sign, meaning this change doesn't seem to stem from any accounting disputes or red flags discovered by the previous auditors. The document does mention something interesting here though. It says that other than material weaknesses reported by management in their risk factors section, there haven't been any so-called reportable events. Material weaknesses are serious issues that indicate a company's internal controls over financial reporting are not effective enough to prevent or detect misstatements. So, while the auditor change itself seems clean, the company has acknowledged some internal control issues in the past. We'll need to keep that in mind as we look at their financial health. Now, the company has already given Golden Eagle a heads up about what they're disclosing here and has asked for a letter confirming they agree with these statements. This is standard practice to ensure transparency when auditors are changed. The report indicates that the company had not consulted with Audit Alliance about any matters prior to this engagement, which is also typical. Moving on, there is also a significant change in the company's leadership team. Mr. Ninoslav Vasic, who was serving as an independent director, the chairman of the audit committee, and a member of both the nominating and corporate governance committee and the compensation committee, has resigned. His resignation takes effect on the 1st of December 2025. The report specifies that Mr. Vasic's departure is due to conflicts arising from his other professional commitments and is not a result of any disagreements with the company regarding its operations, policies, or practices. This is often stated to reassure investors that his departure isn't a sign of internal turmoil or dissatisfaction with the company's direction, but it is not all departures. Immediately after, on the 2nd of December 2025, the company announced the appointment of Ms. Huan Tian as their new independent director. She's also stepping into Mr. Vasic's shoes as the chairman of the audit committee, and will be joining the Nominating and Corporate Governance Committee and the Compensation Committee. The board has specifically noted that Ms. Tian qualifies as an Audit Committee financial expert, according to SEC rules, or at least has the financial sophistication required by NASDAQ listing rules. This is a crucial point. An Audit Committee financial expert essentially means she has a strong background in accounting and financial oversight, which is vital for an Audit Committee's role in ensuring financial accuracy and compliance. Her background includes serving as the Chief Financial Officer at Beijing Waibanichi Management Consulting Company, Limited since 2015, where she provided financial management and consulting. She holds a bachelor's degree in auditing and a Master of Business Administration. The company believes her experience in financial management, auditing, IPO preparation, and corporate compliance makes her a valuable addition. The filing also includes details about Ms. Tian's compensation and agreements. She accepted a director offer letter, which is filed as Exhibit 10.1, and entered into an indemnification agreement on the 2nd of December 2025, filed as Exhibit 10.2. These documents essentially outline her duties, responsibilities, and how the company will protect her from liabilities related to her role. Looking at the overall picture, these changes in auditing firm and board composition suggest a company in transition. Changing auditors can be a routine part of business, but combined with a director's resignation and a new appointment, it paints a picture of proactive management adjustments, possibly to strengthen financial oversight and governance. The report is signed by Yaiden Chen, who is listed as the Chief Executive Officer, President, and Director of Elite Express Holding Incorporated on the 4th of December 2025. This tells us who is ultimately responsible for these filings and the company's operations at this time. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. While this filing doesn't contain detailed financial tables like a quarterly report would, the mention of material weaknesses in their previous disclosures is something to keep an eye on. It signals that the company has had internal control issues that need addressing. The appointment of Ms. Tian as an audit committee financial expert is a positive step towards strengthening these controls. The change in auditors can be viewed as either a fresh start or an indication that the previous auditor might have been leaning towards seeing these weaknesses more critically. However, without direct financial data here, it is hard to draw definitive conclusions about the company's financial health. We're looking at governance and leadership changes primarily. So, what is my take on all this? Elite Express Holding Incorporated seems to be making moves to bolster its governance and transparency. The resignation of Mr. Vasic, while potentially concerning on the surface, appears to be a personal decision not tied to company disputes. More importantly, the addition of Ms. Tian, with her strong financial background, is a significant positive for the audit committee and the company's overall financial integrity. The change in auditors, coupled with the acknowledged material weaknesses, suggests the company is either proactively seeking to improve its financial reporting or responding to prior concerns. The success of these changes will ultimately be seen in future financial reports and how effectively the company addresses any internal control deficiencies. Alright, that is our breakdown of Elite Express Holding Incorporated's latest filings. What is your take on these leadership and auditor changes, and what do you think they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable to you, hitting that like button really helps us out. And of course, subscribe for more deep dives into the corporate world. And don't forget to check out the Discord community in the description to keep the conversation going. And we'll see you in the next video.